Howdy chaps, and welcome back. Turns out XA Coupe Guy is now XA Coupe Guy again. Welcome to the second XA Falcon hardtop I've owned. I've had 2 XBs, an XC, and now 2 XAs. How things happen. I didn't go out of my way planning on owning another hardtop, but I never stopped looking. I just always thought they were out of my budget, and by some sheer miracle I was in the right place at the right time and not broke for a change, although that things are a bit different now. But yeah, as soon as I saw this car I knew I was stuffed. I was like, I think I'm going to own that car. And then when I looked at it, and I've built enough of these to know that I don't really need to look at it and see where the rust is. I sort of know where the rust is. And then I got the price and I was like, really? And then I said, is there any negotiation? He said, make an offer. I was like, this could be dangerous. So I made an offer expecting to pay more, but he took my offer and I was like, oh fuck. Sorry about the swearing, but that's kind of how it was. And now I have it. And I'm actually pretty happy. It's an XA Falcon hardtop, 6-cylinder, walnut glow or copper bronze. I think it is actually copper bronze. Nothing special. It is the perfect car for me because I hate having stuff that's special because you have to pretty much keep it like that. This car is what I call a blank canvas. I can do whatever the hell I want to it and I will not upset the purists. So, yeah, I reckon we should have a look at this coupe. Side note, if you are wondering, I do scale modelling and it is something I quite enjoy. And I've only recently started dabbling in cars and model cars. So this is actually one of those really rare like XB Coupe 1/18 scales that are worth quite a bit of money. I've had it forever and I decided I can sit on the shelf or I can make it look cool. So I patinaed it, made it look rusty. And of course, you know, got to make it look like it's full of bog, like all coupes. You know, fuel pissing down the side, that's pretty normal. Full of rust. I just thought it was cool. I don't know if any of you guys are scale modelers and like it, but let me know. I think it's cool. Anyway, let's look at the actual car. Starting off with the parcel shelf. And by Joe, it's got one. Actually, it does. It's quite good. One of the rare bits. Another good bit. It's actually got most of its tail light panel. That's normal. Like normally they rust out all the way up here. The corners are usually gone. No, it is not a Cobra. It's just some sort of bastardized mock-up. Anyway, moving on. It's not rusty there. Got a corner. It's had a quarter panel. And I know the other ones had one and the inside's been changed. So this car early on in its life has been in an accident, but repaired relatively well. Now it does have one XA bucket seat. It's actually got the door glass. We've actually got the chrome stainless up here. By some miracle, we actually have a front windscreen and it is not broken. And I almost couldn't believe it's still attached. The top roof moulding. Now, for those playing at home, a Falcon hardtop windscreen is actually shorter than a sedan one, thusly making that chrome at the top rare as all hell because it doesn't fit sedans. It only fits hardtops. These side ones, if you get stuck for them, you can cut sedan ones down and make them work, which I have done in the past. And when I had my red XB Coupe, obviously back in the day I couldn't get a top one, so I got 2 sedan ones, cut them and joined them in the middle, a bit like down there, and it worked. I have a vision for this vehicle because it might not be up everyone's forte, but it only has to please me, and this is my car, not anyone else's. and it's going to be flat olive drab and black with no chrome on it. It's going to have black wheels, black chrome. It's going to be army green with the black bonnet, and it's going to sound awesome. That's my plan for it, because that's what I like. Now, being a 6-cylinder car, this 302 has just been shoved in the hole, what I suspect, to make it more appealing. The motor is seized, probably full of water, and you'll be damned if I'm not going to try and do a will it start on that, because that's just what I like. I might take the rock covers off and be totally stuffed, but at the moment it's seized. So that's the best candidate to see if that'll wake up. I have an engine stand right there. I should have to take that cleaver off because that's my brother's. And then put this one on there and try and put it together and make it run. It has had some half-finished repairs on the front, because I have seen a photo of this car back in the day, and it had XA guards, because it's an XA, but it had XC bonnet and an XC GXL grille in it. It looked hideous. So I'm guessing that somebody's put this in to sort of turn it back to an XA and never really finished. I also have the front cut of an XA sedan as well that I got with it, which will be handy for bits and pieces. Plenum chamber is rotted out, fairly normal. It's actually uncommon to find guards rotted out up here, but it does happen. So to me, that guard is bin material. Another thing that did surprise me, made me quite happy. Oops. I've seen worse, fixed worse. Hey. Check this out. We actually have a GS dash in it with a 7 grand tacho and a blank steering column and a clock and a driving light switch. All, if you well know, extremely hard items to get. It is an XB one. XAs actually have a smooth finish on here, whereas XBs have a wrinkle finish. I don't know if you can see that smooth wrinkle. So it's a bit of a bitter, but getting GS gauges at all are bloody hard to do. And driving light switch, not to mention the clock with the bezel around it. So very, very happy to see those things in there. Tunnel hump's still in there. It's a bucket seat car. Can't believe that seat is actually still bolted in. You know, it's not great. I've seen worse crash pads. I mean, that one's stuffed, but you know, well, my seat's leaning back. Looks like the doors. Oh, that one's still the original because it's the same colour. This one's been changed. Actually, that being said, that door actually looks quite repairable. You'd think so. It's me, but it's got a light coloured hinge there and a green hinge there, so it's been wiped out at some point in its life, but repaired relatively well. I've seen worse down there. That's it. I want my money back. Doesn't start. Can't even get the key out either. But realistically, I mean, it's rotted through there, but we're not talking showstoppers. This is a bloody good candidate. I love the fact it's still got the door glass. And, I mean, I'm missing the rear quarter glass, but I do have the regulators and the mechanisms to go in there, so all I'm missing is the glass. And for a better look, that parcel tray ain't bad. You know, I've seen worse roofs. I mean, the gutters are a bit rusty, but I've seen worse. Sometimes the fan mounts and stuff will rot this area out. That's all perfect on both sides. I mean, the rear wheel arches actually are okay. We'll have to do some repairs through here where the joins are. Boot lid's toasted, but all in all though, God, I love coupes. Yes, you don't actually get it out of your blood once you've had one. It's there forever. XAs, would you believe, are not my favourite. I am an XB lover through and through. Always have been, always will be. I just think they look better. But I will not say no to an XA, because they're better than an XC. Although I am very partial to a GXL sedan. I'm a strange fellow, as you well know. I did get a GT steering wheel with it, and a GS petrol cap. So I was very happy to get those two items. But as most people know, you think, oh, GT steering wheel is rare. It's only a Mustang steering wheel. Like Mercury Montego, Lincoln Continental. The steering wheels are not unique to XB Falcon GTs or anything like that. They were put in heaps and heaps of American cars. But yeah, I mean, look at the tail light panel. It's not bad. I actually can't believe it's still sort of there. This will be fun to try and get this surface rust off. It's been on there for a long time. I'm going to try some chemicals on that. I really am not a fan of sandblasting coupes. I mean, yeah, it gets them clean, but it does make a mess at the same time. I don't actually want to sandblast this. I want to do it a bit like well, it's always going to be budget constraint too, so I just want to build this car. We're not going concourse restoration. I just want to get it done and get it back on the road. So, I mean, it looks like the rear wheel arches are actually okay, but I'll look into them a bit deeper. I think that aside from the big whack in the door there, it's not too bad. Those guards will just be thrown out, I think. No transmission. It's got the V8 style accelerator linkage on the firewall. That's a bonus. It's got, well, actually I haven't looked underneath it. It's got no power steering, but it's probably got disc brakes. Still got these ugly wheels from back in its day. I don't think they've ever been off. Ugly. You put the ugh in ugly. All in all, so something's been resting on it. There will be rust to clear off. I don't know how soon I'm going to get into this car because I'm still in suburbia, and I do have a slight problem with the fact that that needs to run and drive before it goes, and that is kind of where this car needs to go. So I don't exactly know when I'm going to start this thing. Probably will. It's me we're talking about. But you know, I've seen worse parcel shelves. Yeah, I just don't know when I'm going to start on this. I've got to be mindful of neighbours and stuff. Neighbours. But it's pretty damn good, and if you knew what I paid for it, you would probably go, how in the hell did you manage that? I guess you can call it being in the right place at the right time. But and to all the people going, you said you were never going to touch rust again. I always added on at the end of that unless it was for me. Of course I'm going to fix rust on a Falcon hardtop, especially if it's mine. Duh. Although the really sad thing is, buying this kind of sealed the fate of the Corvette though. Let me know if you want a bright yellow Corvette. I'll show you a video when it turns up this week. But that might have to go away slightly. But it'll be for the greater good. Alright chaps. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share and subscribe, because I'm going to be one of those guys. This car turned up today. I've gone off and done a whole bunch of other things. I haven't actually done anything to it. I haven't even cleaned it. But I thought I'd have to share it when it turned up. So here it is in all its glory. I don't think it's too bad. I really think it's quite a salvageable car. And I'm very happy to finally have had the opportunity to buy another Falcon hardtop. Another one. Life keeps throwing you interesting things, and here we are again. XA Coupe guy is back. Stay tuned, chaps.